Hello, my name is Gary from Ask Cloud Architect, and today we're going to talk about Homebrew. If you're here watching this video, you probably want to learn more about Homebrew. What the heck is Homebrew? What does it do? How do you install it? Well, let's get into it and answer all those questions. So first things first, what is Homebrew? According to the Homebrew website at brew.sh, Homebrew is the missing package manager for macOS and Linux. But what does that mean? Virtually all flavors of Linux have some sort of built-in package manager for installing applications. Ubuntu has apt and Red Hat Enterprise Linux has Yum. Well, macOS is kind of like Linux, right? But it only has the App Store. While the App Store is great for installing apps with fancy UIs and everything like that, it's lacking pretty heavily in pretty much anything else. To add to that, App Store apps have to be created in Xcode and are rarely ever open source tools that you find on GitHub. So that's where Homebrew comes in. Most of the packages you will find on Homebrew can usually also be found in other places like GitHub. I mean, heck, there's usually even another way to install them, like downloading the binary directly and throwing it into a folder and figuring out how to get it to execute. That's all possible. Homebrew really just makes installing stuff easier. So that's enough for the chit chat. Let's install Homebrew. So installing Homebrew is super easy. First, all you have to do is head over to the Homebrew website and copy the one-line command. Next, on your Mac, open up the terminal. You can find the terminal under the Applications directory inside of the Utilities directory. And finally, just paste that command, hit enter, and watch the magic happen. Keep in mind that if this is the first time you're installing anything like this, you may get a few prompts to install some other stuff because everything else requires something else, right? You may need to go to the App Store and install Xcode just to get some necessary dependencies. You may also be asked to run a command that reads something like xcode select -- install. All this is completely normal. Just follow the steps and you'll be all set. Sweet. Now you have all that Homebrew goodness. But before you go too far, read the instructions about adding Homebrew to your path. You will see two commands you need to run in the terminal that will ensure when you type brew, the terminal actually knows what to do. Run those two commands and now you're ready to do some installing. So, what to install? Well, it's up to you. I'm sure that as you browse around through open source projects, you'll find plenty of installation instructions that include an option to install with Homebrew. That's kind of the point. Save yourself some time reading through the custom installation instructions and simply run brew, install, whatever. Then you're all set. And if you're curious, you can see everything you've installed with Homebrew by running the command brew list. Installing things with Homebrew will save you a ton of time. But this is really just scratching the surface. In the future, when you create your own cool application, you can package it up so it can also be installed with Homebrew. But that's a topic for another time.